Hi everyone, so today we're going to continue with our little deconstructed card kit folio or whatever it is that we want to call it, binder. I don't know, I like binder better, but to me binder has rings, I don't know, but because folios are kind of like this kind of thing where they open up and do fun things. Anyway, today we're going to I think add the items that I want to put in here, like for the card making, and then maybe tomorrow, that's what I'll do for Friday, is finish it up with just doing a little bit of embellishing or, decorating it. Now, if I have any links to some of the items that I have here, I just brought out a ton of stuff. Those will be affiliate links. They'll be in the description box, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchase items to those links, which again, helps the channel, helps me grab some more stuff to make content with, which is always great. So today, like I said, we're going to get to it. So I do have some fun things. What was I thinking about? Something in my mind right now. Oh, well, I already forgot. You know how it goes around here. I did try to singe these, which is not a good thing. I always singe the ends of my ribbons, and this is bias, seam binding, bias tape, whatever, I guess seam binding, and it caught on fire more than anything, so I'm like, oh, that's not good. So don't do that unless like it's polyester. Basically, you need something to be like plastic based if you're going to do that, and then it works, but oh well. That's what I did, and here we are. Like I said, the last episode, I suppose, in the last section, we included 4 card bases. These are A2. This is for an A2 size card, 4 envelopes, and I basically sized things to fit the envelopes. So, right? So the cards themselves fit in here, and they fit less snug than like the envelopes themselves do. And I sized it this way so that these go right to the edge of the book, because that way you don't dent like the corners so much. Or if this was a little bit larger than the actual envelope, it would just kind of be in the way, in my opinion. But whatever it is that you want to do with your sizing and things, that's why I went through all that sizing in the last video, so you can make up your own. And then if this is something I like doing, or if you guys want to see more, I think the next time maybe I'll do a 5x7. Maybe we'll do like a slimline set. I don't know, we'll see. So for right now, we have all our little pockets, and that's what I was showing at the end of the last video. These are all pockets. I did include a pocket on the top of this, even though, like I said, I normally don't include stuff like this like on my cards, but maybe we'll put some tags in here that maybe, if you put on your card, then you can build on top of that. So there is an opening there. These little guys, and like I notched this out without thinking that my paper, I already cut it too a little short, so we're just going to put an embellishment to cover that up tomorrow when we do the embellishing, and then another pocket here. There's lots of ways to create these things, guys, so have fun with it. And I've been hearing from a lot of you guys who are super excited. I think this is a lot of fun, so I really appreciate it. So what I did in the meantime is I literally went through pretty much this whole paper pack, you guys. I mean, there's some sheets that I want for the cards, and that's kind of what I was, not cutting them for, because like this is so pretty, so I want to use this to cut in to include for the card base possibly, or like this Such a Lovely Day. So what I'm going to do is actually grab these. Maybe even that one. I know for these 2 for sure. I think I'm getting 3 of them. So we have 4 card bases. That means I'm going to include things enough for like 4 cards and some extra. And of course, once the card base is done, maybe you want to pop in some more card bases and you keep going or whatever. But I'm really excited that I used up a lot of this. I think that is what I wanted to happen. So that's super great. And maybe this one. So like these 4, all I'm going to do is cut them down how I want them cut, which is going to be a complete 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 mat. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because let's say I go to make my card and I'm like, oh, I want to use that paper, but I'm going to die cut it. So if you have a die that works on an A2 size piece of paper, you're still going to have plenty of paper for that, right? You don't want to cut it too short. I mean, if you really want to, you can even leave it 6 inches tall if you wanted, because this book is about 6 inches tall, so maybe a little smaller than 6 inches. But I'm going to go ahead and cut them down just so they're ready to mat, and then if you have a die, the die basically has to fit within that anyway, right? If you're going to do something like that, unless you're going right to the edge of it. So you guys can make that up yourself. If you wanted this a little bit bigger, these accommodate about 4 3/8. So if you wanted a little bit bigger than the 4 1/4, go for it. Make it a little bit larger so that the person can then cut it down if they want to use a die on this paper. So that's my first idea for the first pocket, basically. So again, I even have, oh, that'd be fun. But I kind of just want to cut it. I have the decal edge trimmer that we can put a decal edge on it, so it's already kind of fun and ready to go if you want to do that. Because once you've cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, obviously you're not going to make it bigger. You can only make it smaller from there. But like this one, let me cut this part off. Actually, I'll just cut that 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut it to 5 1/2. Exactly. And now I'm going to cut this 4 1/4 because I like this image and I want that to make sure that that's in my paper. So 4 1/4. That is one of my card mats that I'm going to include in this, and it should fit in here if we did this correctly because you know how that goes. So it's very snug, but it does fit in there. Okay, so that's our first one. I'm going to go ahead and cut down 3 more papers that are just going to fit in here as just card mats, just a card background mat. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so in here I've already popped in 4 card mats that are legit just 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that's it for this first pocket. So it's going to be, you know, if you want to make your card, you bring out this base. Maybe I want to use this as a background, great. Maybe I'm going to cut it down a little bit because I can, like, you know, 1/8 of an inch around or however you want to use your mat. Awesome. And this next one, what I was going to do is do like these kind of things. Basically mat, these kind that are just like backgrounds, like whole faceplate types, right? So I have some from LDRS, I have some from Diamond Press, I have these I just picked up. So I'm going to run these through and get them ready, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to cut them out of different papers. I grabbed a bunch of paper. I have some brown paper, I have like red papers, I have gold, I have colors that I thought would go with the paper pack, you know? So I'm just going to run them through different papers. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, you know what? For this one, I'm only going to do 2, and I'll tell you why. This is very snug, my little pockets, because like I said, I designed it to be like right on. And these are legit A2, so like I don't want to squeeze a whole bunch of them in there because they're so delicate, you know? So I'm just going to do a couple, and I'm putting them on this page because they fit better in this pocket than they did in this one. Because, you know, it's handmade, guys, so each one's going to be a little different than the other. So I'm going to do 2 of these, which is fine. Maybe I'll squeeze a 3rd one in there. Because obviously, for every card, you're not going to always want that and always want this and always want, you know, just we're giving options, right? So I think I'll keep that in mind, though, for the 5x7s is to make the pocket even just a little bit bigger, even though I didn't want these real loose. That's the whole thing. I wanted these, like, snug in there, but for the next time we'll think about that. Or if you haven't started yours yet, then maybe you want to add like another 1/8 of an inch, maybe to like the widths of everything. Does that make sense? So instead of 4 3/8, maybe you want to do 4 1/2, right? So it gives you that whole 1/4 inch, which is kind of interesting because you would think the 1/8 of an inch is plenty, but either way, that was very snug for that. So I'm gonna leave that there. The other thing I want to cut is in the same area are things like this. Like I just got this in, and you guys will probably see the review or the haul later because I don't think I've done it yet, you know, on your video. The largest die in this one, this set is 6.7 by 4.3. Let's look at it. Now I have tons of dies. Of course, bring out whatever you have that's going to do this for you. Like this is too big. Like this isn't even an A2 size deal. So how about this one? I just want like background toppers, you know what I'm saying? So this one's good. So I'll probably grab this guy and cut him out of like, ooh, maybe some red paper, like a deep red. I did bring one out. I don't know where I put it. I've been like got thrown off all day. I've been doing things running around here and there. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, so we'll run it through this one. And of course I have gold paper, so you know this kind of thing looks beautiful in gold. Ooh, you know what? I want to get the gold I pulled out right now is not the one I want to use. It's like the double-sided Awesome Spellbinders gold paper. That's not what I want to use right now. I want my Anna Griffin gold paper, so I'll go grab that. And I'm going to just run through a couple different dies. If there's another one like in this set, this is a square, so I'm not going to use that one. But this one's pretty, I like this outer one. Maybe I'll do this little inside one, just because it'll work. Right, this inner one. And I'm going to run through a few of those and see about getting toppers, basically. And I'll be right back. Gosh, I just want to show this. Like, it itches in there so well, and when I removed it, it just, everything stays over here. And look at this. I've been really impressed with these new Crafter's Companion dies, which is kind of interesting because somebody had mentioned the other day that she was watching, and look how I put it away because I don't want to clean it right now. I'm too busy. A Crafter's Companion show, or you know how they do their daily kind of shows, and she said that they are carrying tonic stuff now, which is really great, and you know, totally makes sense because they're both from the UK, and I know Crafter's Companion also carries like other people's items on their site, like Hunky Dory and some other brands, so pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one out in gold, and I'm just gonna continue cutting kind of these larger kind of topper pieces, okay? Ooh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. It's just that Anna Griffin Salon Nouveau Impressions die. Oh my goodness. So pretty. My goodness, you guys. I have several things going on right now all at once, and I didn't realize I walked away after cutting this out and left pretty much everything on. My lighting, my camera, all that. Okay, let's see. So, we have just matte layers, you know, like paper that you can decorate your card with. We have the cut backgrounds, and then I have these guys that I just want to put in here. And again, you know, you can tuck them in behind wherever, but these are larger. And I intended this last one to be much larger too, but like these guys, but these are okay, I think, for this portion of it. Because, you know, if you just want to do a card base, maybe you cut that, maybe you add a little something and then some other little floral designs or something else on top. That's what those guys are for, basically. Die cut backgrounds, toppers. And then from there, I wanted to go into like larger things, and then like flowers and like just fun stuff, right, for embellishments and stuff like that. So, in these pockets. So really quickly, I'm going to grab some of these guys because I know these are really fun. I can just pop them in there and maybe someone, you know, you want to put it on a card. I am thinking about giving this folio binder, whatever you want to call it, away at the end of this. So, keep an eye out for that. Oh, it pops out. That's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to choose a few of these little guys and see if I have any other maybe die cuts that I want to put in this area. Oh, that's cute. Maybe that'll be in the next section. So just like larger pieces, you know? I mean, even like larger die cuts, these don't really go with the bee theme, you know, it doesn't really go with this book, but there might be some other items that I would like to just cut down. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through some of my items and see what else I can pop in this particular section. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I just added like this little die cut leaves. I had some of those little people, and then some of these gold leaves I thought would be really nice. Again, I'm just thinking how you build up cards like from the back to front, possibly, so I'm just adding things that might make sense in that way. Here, maybe I'll add some of these guys. Let me think, how many more things we have? Oh, we have only two pockets left. So we have some sentiments. I do want to die cut some sentiments and some of these. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do with these. I had created these the other day with the foiling. I'm going to leave them kind of big because that way if a person wants to die cut them, they might have, you know, something that they can die cut around this. So not to put it on the card like this, obviously that doesn't look great. But let's pretend, you know, we're going to have some dies that maybe we can die cut. This one's really close to the edge and that's unfortunate, but I'll leave it kind of long at the bottom there. So we have that, and maybe add some of these guys, and I'm going to die cut some sentiments too. So I know I have a lot of, let me put this one here again, kind of leaving it enough space to hopefully use a die on. And I have, you know, lots of different sentiments here next to me that I would like to, well, I don't know about lots of them, but some that I would like to cut out. So I'm just going to run through, you know, hello, thanks, those kind of things. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm rolling these out, and they're a little bit delicate, the ones I chose, so I think I might pop them into, like, a glassine bag or something. So that's what I'll probably grab. So this is just like an Anna Griffin one, older one. This is from some newer spellbinders. So I think what I'll do is I'll pop these into a bag very carefully, just like this. And then we have the foiled sentiments also, so they can be mixed and matched, or, you know, use one or the other or however, but in that same color palette with the reds and golds and browns and like cream colors. So I will be right back. I'm going to pop these into a glassine bag. Okay, have those, pop them in a little glassine bag, and then we have these guys, and then I was going to include some of these too. I actually added some of the tickets from this set, this ticket book, back in here too, because they're kind of a larger thing you can pop in there. How cute, and everything just coordinates. Even these things really coordinate really well. So for me, you know, I would just take a portion of this. Obviously not all these things are going to fit, but again, I don't know what people want to do with it. Maybe they're going to use it for other things, but definitely I want to make cards here. So I'm just going to cut like a section of these. And I think these are the kind of things you finish a card off with, don't you think? I don't think it's really like a whole sentiment, because it's just like fun, you know? So I'm going to pop these in here in this last part. You guys, I had so many ideas of all the fun things I want to put in here. It's fun making your choices, you know? Because I'm like, oh, but then I have this. Well, I want to use that. You know, I don't know. I do want to pop in these wings, and I do want to see what this says that you should do. I'm going to go look that up right quick, because I know these are super thick. I didn't even realize these were Tim Holtz. I just thought they were just whatever. Yeah. So they're saying if you're going to use it, use your cutting pad, this guy, and then the base, and that's it. Because these are chunky, chunky things. I mean, look how thick this is. Which is actually really nice. It's because of that embossing. It really goes down deep in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's like takes up the whole area, so it'd be harder to do if you had a little thin thing. So I'm going to try and use this in my Spellbinders machine. I might regret it, but we will see. If it's too hard, I will definitely back out. I'm not the type that will just keep going. Like, there's no way. If it's not working for me, you know? Where did I put that? Oh, there it goes. Sorry, guys. I think this will make a really, really fun gift. A lot of you guys are saying, oh, for like a new card maker or a new, you know, person getting into the craft, possibly. If you think this would be something nice for them. Now, what I'm doing right here is just looking at the wings, but I probably should be looking at where it actually cuts to. I think that'll be good. So maybe like here. Hopefully I didn't, you know, I don't like wasting paper, but at the same time I don't want to cut it too short because then you just wasted it because you cut it too short. So this is the impression it's going to come up. So definitely want your paper facing that cut line. I just want to make sure I have this in here real well. It is right at the edges. Woo! Let's see what happens. I might go over to like my Cuttlebug or something like that if this is too thick. Ooh, this is scary. I'm gonna use the one I normally cut into just because why not? Oh Lord, let's see what happens. That feels thick already just in my hands. So we will see. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. I'm not gonna do that. I wonder if it can go by itself. Okay, now that's too little. That did nothing. At least I can feel it. That did nothing. Hold on. Oh. I think it did nothing, but it actually did cut. I wonder if I should run it through with this guy. Oh, you guys. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Don't do that. I do not want that to happen. Let's see. This might be the worst idea. Actually, that feels really good. Let's see how that worked. I always say start with the least amount of pressure and then go for it. Check that out. Okay. So it was a little bit too much pressure maybe, but not bad. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that this actually cuts right around the little edges. I thought it was going to cut this whole area out here. Look at that. Ooh, okay. I may not do that again, but that's how I was able to do it for this one. Oh my gosh. Really cute. I think next time what I'll do is just shimmy it with some papers instead of adding this whole rubber thing, right? You know what I'm saying? I was just going to do one set, and actually I was going to do this guy too. So I will try it with just some shims of paper and not another rubber shim, and I'll let you guys know how that goes, okay? But I'll be right back. Okay, so this paper, now again, is thinner. This is just cardstock that's thinner than like that gold. Oh, how cute. I forgot it was a frame. And I shimmed it 5 pieces of paper, so this is just lightweight cardstock layered over itself with a 5th piece. So what I'm going to do is actually glue these together so I can use it next time, because these are all about the same size anyway, so whatever I put in there, I'll just have this shim ready to go when I go to do this. Cool! Look. Aww. Alright, so with paper I had to use 5 basic pieces of paper. Again, this one was thinner than the last, so you know, you kind of have to experiment with that, but worked out pretty well. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, the last one I'm going to cut from is this, and actually I realized I didn't cut anything black. There's, you know, some black accents here and there on the paper pad. So with these guys, I'm going to cut, let's see. Oh, I can't even rip this out. Let me just take this whole cover off. If you guys haven't seen this yet, it's because I used it and I hauled it, and then now I'm going to use them. But, oh, I do want to show you the 5 pieces of paper with just like heavyweight cardstock. It was like, boom, done. It looks awesome. So 5 shims of paper. The paper, this was heavyweight cardstock within, you know, this little guy, and then the base, and I ran it through. But of course, I mean, that's the Spellbinders. If you don't have that, then, you know, I would not even try to put that through a marquee because it's not going to work. It's way too thick. So with these guys, I'm just going to take some, you know, I have this red paper left. I'm going to grab some black paper and maybe some of the cream colored paper and just cut some of these different pieces. They're really pretty. This is like a little branch even. Cute. But I'll just cut some of these guys, and that'll be like another decorative piece for this. I know sometimes I'm easily amused, but these are gorgeous, you guys. I thought it was going to cut all these little pieces out, and I was like, oh, they're going to be like outline flowers, which is fine. I really just wanted this die set, this larger die set. No, they cut like this. Super amazing. How pretty is that? I love it. Look at this one. I did craft card, but look how pretty. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Okay, I'll keep working. Where are all my pieces? Did I not make 2 frames? Did I just make 1? Maybe I just made 1. I thought I had another one. Well, if I find it, I will bring it out. Oopsie. So I also want to add like some little pearls or some rhinestones, but I'll grab a pack of those and then pop them in here. So on this last one, we have some of our little words. I'm going to put this little frame. We have these wings. So pretty. I guess we can leave them tucked in with each other. And then I have some of these beautiful little flowers. Again, delicate, but not super delicate. So I'm just going to put these together and pop them in here. Oh my gosh, you guys. And they're kind of being held together. So this is the kind of idea I was having. So again, a deconstructed card kit. So the tools are there, or the items are there that people would need to make some pretty cards. You just have to use your imagination and then put it together, right? However you want to layer things up. And then, you know, add all these other little bits. We have sentiments in here, and then we have some other pieces. I might switch the sentiments with this, because usually that's the last thing I add to my cards. So I might take these things out, put them on this side, and then put the sentiments on this side, which I think is what I'll do, because that's normally how I do my cards. And you have an envelope. How fun is that? So again, some little rhinestones here too. So I definitely will switch these 2 pockets. Tomorrow we will decorate this. So just a little something. What I'm thinking is that once the card bases are all used up and whatever's in here is used up, it can be used as, you know, a little folio for, it can be used as a mini album, but it can also just hold pictures, you know, if you're getting ready to do some scrapbooking or something. So like you can definitely have this kind of decorated and people can still use it for that. And I still have the little pocket on top to make tags. So what I think I'll do in the meantime, I've done it plenty of times in other videos, I'll cut a couple tags maybe with this. I did get a new little tag in that's really cute. It has like little ruffly edges. I'll run it through an embossing folder just to give it some more look, and to be honest, it's going to be this Anna Griffin flowers embossed folder. I love this, the Climbing Rose slimline, and it comes with a 5x7 also in this kit. So pretty. And then maybe I'll put some bias, some seam binding on them or something. Maybe I'll just leave them plain, but you have to be able to pull them out of that pocket. So I'll do that. And so tomorrow I'll have that ready for you guys to see. And I'll add some little rhinestones, like I said, and then we'll decorate. And I'm probably going to do a little dangle, and maybe I'll add, I don't know if I can get in here to add a an eyelet, because it might be a little bit hard for me to get in there, but I can make a hole and then add it there or something. I don't know. We will see. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This has been so much fun. It looks so cute looking at all the different things in here. Oh, and then it's already ready to go. Even if you made this for yourself, like, you know, you took the time to think about what colors and that scheme, and then later when you have to make a card, you have everything there ready to go. I think it's really fun. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.